So our next step is we need to put a banner up here, and then we need to also put some directions down here. So when we go up here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to insert our banner. We're going to do that by going to our drawing. Now when we go to our drawing, I'm going to see if I can go over here and click text. I'm going to make the box, and I'm going to go over here and say the land of the golden golf ball. So when I do that, I end up with a box like this that's this big. I can go ahead and I can make it smaller. But what I also want to do is I want to make these a little bit bigger. So I'm clicking on the box. I also want to go to 14, maybe down to 36. I want to choose a color. I also want to choose a font that I like. So we'll go over to lobster. That's kind of hard to read. So there we go. We found one we liked. I'm going to make my box a little bit wider. Okay. And when I do it, I have my words. So the next thing I need is I need a banner in the back. Well, they give you access to images. So when I go over here, we're going to go do a Google search, and we're going to go over here and go banner. Now when we get banner, we're going to get some different ones that we want. So I'm just going to choose my green one. When I go to get my green one, we're going to notice that this one isn't wide enough, so I'm going to make it wider. Now this might stretch it out a little bit, so I'm going to make it a little bit skinnier like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my words up on top. Now when I do this, because I did my words first, my words are actually behind this box. So what I have to do is I've got to remember to do my words second. So I'm going to click on the box. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I want to move this up here. Now when I go do my text and I put my box on top and I go put my words up in this box, you're going to notice right there it stays on top because it was done second. Now I need to go move them down. I need to make sure that it looks like it belongs in the middle. I need to make sure I have the same amount of size over here as I do over here. Same amount on top, same amount on the bottom. It looks good. Now I go save and close. Again, it's going to shove it to the bottom. Again, I'm going to go wrap text. And again, now I'm going to go, got to be careful. It's going to move it to the top. So when I move it now, I've got so many things on here, it's going to be hard to move. Now you notice here it won't let me move it any higher because this part of the page they have saved. So in this case I'm actually going to have to think about where I maybe want my pond, or maybe I want this because my banner needs to have room up on the top. So now once I have my banner in, I can go back over here. I can not grab that. We're going to undo. I want to try my best to go get just that. And I'm going to move it back. I'm going to grab this. Be very careful. Move it back. And I've got what I've got so far. Okay? So that's how I do my banner right there. My next thing is we want to add a text box that tells me the directions on where I want to go in order to find my treasure. So in this case, I want to start under the rainbow. I want to travel through the mountains. I want to say hi to the tiger. I want to do some surfing in the palm trees. I want to move my palm trees around a little bit. And then I want to work my way to the northwest, past Golf Club Lake. And you see here it's having trouble clicking on my lake. Now, if this is the case, I suggest you move the river, you move the lake down, and then you come back and grab the river again, and grab the river and move it back up to where you wanted it. So you might have to do some maneuvering. If you look about it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 things fighting for space here. So when we go to click on the tiger, we've got to be careful. It might accidentally click on the river. So sometimes I tell kids to take the river, make it really small. Now it makes it easier to click on everything else. It's just that river is so big. So then when I get all done, I can go back up. I can make my river nice and big. You notice there, I can put it back up in the mountains, and then I'm all done. Okay, but first we have to do some words. So we're going to go to Insert. We're going to go to Image. Actually, I'm going to cheat here. Watch this. If I click on the tiger and I go Insert, Can I do any drawing? Notice there I can't click on it. I can't click on an image or drawing because I've already clicked on this. So I have to make sure I click over here on the side, then go insert down to drawing. When I do this, when I type my directions, the T is right there. I go up, I make my box nice and big, and I type my directions. So I say, welcome to the land of the lost golf ball. Good luck finding it. First you need to, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type the rest of my directions. I'm going to tell them the first, the second, next. I'm going to use my transition words, and then I'm going to, after that, I want to tell them that I might need to turn to the north, or I might need to take 50 steps south. So first you need to find the rainbow in the north. Then follow the trail to the mountains in the east. It is about 1 mile. Okay. Then head south to the palm trees and look around. Now I forgot about my lion. We're going to follow the trail to the mountains in the east. Say hi to the lion. Okay? He will tell you it is about 1 mile. Then head south to the palm trees, look around, and relax a little. Okay? After that, head northwest across the river to Golf Club Lake. Swim across to the north and you will find the golden golf ball to the west of the lake. Now, notice here I've got this huge box. If I click done right now and it goes through, and again I can't move it till I click wrap text, I'm going to end up with a huge box down here. Now, in order to change this, do you see the edit? So in order to change all this, we go back into it, we click edit. So I don't have to type it all over again. I just have to come back here. I have to grab the bottom of the box, and I have to make it the shape that I want. So I might make it a little bit smaller here, a little bit more this way, so then it'll fit over in the corner. Now when I hit save and close, there it adjusts. Now I can make it a little bit smaller. Now I can, there's that river again in the way. So now I can click on this and maybe move it down here, and I have my directions. Last thing after the directions, we need a line. So now we're going to go ahead and we will insert a drawing, and we're going to go do the dash line. So in this case, we're going to go over and we're going to do another scribble. Actually, I'm going to go and start with a line like this. And so when I do it, I'm going to start up here to the rainbow. I'm going to come down to the tiger. I'm going to cross the mountains. I'm going to come down to the palm trees. I'm going to work my way back up across the lake and over. Now, once I get done with this river, I'm going to grab my arrow and I'm going to click on this river, because now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make this line black. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker, but I'm also now going to give it a dash. Notice the dash. The beginning mark, I'm going to make it a circle. The end mark, I'm going to give it an arrow. Now, you won't see any of these tools until you actually make a line. Okay? So notice there, now it looks like the path I need to follow. When I hit save and close, again, we're going to click on it. Again, we're going to come down, we're going to wrap text. Now comes the hardest part of putting this up on your treasure map. So I'm going to get this river out of here right now. I'm going to grab the line, and I'm going to make sure it starts at the rainbow, goes over across the river, down to the palm trees. Actually, it's pretty good. I'm going to go across the lake, and you can see there. So I'm going to move my rainbow over a little bit when I get done. I'm going to take my river now, go make it nice and big. I'm going to take my river, move it up over there, get it off of my directions a little bit. I'm then going to, last part, move this rainbow over, and you notice my directions now match the line. I have a river, pond, I've got clip art, I've got directions, I've got the red X, I've got the compass. I am done. So those are all the elements. So we'll work on those in the next couple of days.